Hello everyone, in today's video I would like to retell you a story. So in today's story came from an anime called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. So there's this plot, I suppose. The story started with two high schoolers meet each other on hospital. Both of them are student. Yeah, high schooler I said. There's a boy and there is a girl. Let's introduce the boy, the MC. The MC's name is Haruki, while the girl's name is Sakura. So they both met when Haruki picked up Sakura's book that had fallen on the floor. But before they met, he picked the diary book and decided to read what's the inside. He also opened a little bit from the book cover that close or that hides the the real cover of the diary book. He reads it and it turns out that it was a diary book for someone who has sickness or disease. So he reads it and it belongs to Sakura, and there he reads a few of the pages and he found out that Sakura has a pancreas disease. And there is a thing that she writes that her pancreas is no longer working and her condition have gotten worse. So when they met, Sakura, the owner of the book, called him and said, "I'm glad you find it, but because if you didn't found that book, I wouldn't find it anywhere. I would have lost it." And she said to him, like jokingly, "I know you have read the some of the pages, and it is true that I am going to die." But Haruki, as the MC, replied to her really coldly. He said like, "Oh," and no more reaction, and just that "oh" reaction. And Sakura was shocked and amazed at the same time because like, why would you respond such a news like that? Like it will be a very shocking news to someone. But Haruki doesn't really mind that since he and her doesn't really get along, doesn't really know each other because Haruki is an introverted person. But the story still goes on, and after that, Haruki, how can I say it, give back the diary book to Sakura, the owner. And as the day goes on, Sakura actually followed Haruki, like she wanted to be his friend. But Haruki was confused, like, why would you be friended with me while I am a very closed off person and introverted? And it reveals that Sakura actually cared more about Haruki since Haruki doesn't really mind her having a disease and still treats her like a person, like a normal person, doesn't really mind the sickness like he gives an extra attention. No. And actually, after they met on the hospital, Haruki said this to Sakura that you should live your life as much as you want because Sakura's life, how can I say it? Like doesn't really last long, perhaps a few months since her pancreas does not work. Her condition gotten worse. So she accepted and she also asked him that he should be her guardian or her friend that only knows about her condition besides her family and the hospital staff, like the doctor, the nurse. that knows about her condition, the pancreas disease. So they had fun, they go everywhere together, and they were classmates. And while the other classmate thought that Sakura and Haruki was dating, but they doesn't. They doesn't date, but they do act like one. So I could say perhaps it's a romantic friends. They go everywhere, they try everything like traveling, reading books, watching movie and such. They do it all together just by the two of them. And uh, I do not know what's next, but when the end was came, like the end of Sakura's life, she was in hospital. Oh no, I'm sorry. The she was Sakura on her last day actually was very happy to meet Haruki on a cafe, and Haruki was waiting for her on the cafe. Haruki was waiting for her for like few hours, and he was confused like why didn't Sakura came, like did she forget or something. But it turns out that Sakura was being stabbed on her stomach, and she was died when she is on her way to the hospital. So rest in peace to her. Haruki was heartbroken. He heard that news on the TV when he came back to his house. He listened to it, and she turned out was murdered. She was stabbed. She was murdered near the cafe or near Haruki's place, near Haruki's house. He was really sad. And at the end of the show or at the end of the anime, he he finally came to Sakura's house to, how can I say it, like grieving to her family. He said everything, like he tell about himself to his to Sakura's family, that he is the only friend that only knows about Sakura's condition, and he has been always with her because that is only her wish. So after he said that he was emotional, he cried in front of the family member, which was Sakura's mother. Sakura's mother know about him but doesn't know about his name and his face, but she knows that Haruki is the person that her daughters really trust, like a very trustful person of Sakura. So yeah, the story is just telling about you that you should really respect people. You should enjoy your life while you can, and while you enjoy your life, also don't forget to love and give positive vibes to people. At least give the world like a very meaningful, very happy, very motivational impact, I suppose, in that anime. I do cry a little because of the ending. There is conflict and all, but I do recommend you to watch it by yourself. And I guess that is enough from me. Thank you for your attention. I will see you soon. Bye.